wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to Icewind Dale, the frozen north of Faerun, as I'm joined by these lovely players once more, and you lovely folks in chat. A massive hello to Patch and Charlie, I see you over there. Thank you very much for coming on by and joining us for this, our next session up in the snows and the ice and the ogre-infested mountains of the north. And we will jump right back into that in just a moment after I've said a few thank yous. First and foremost to said Patch over there in chat for that lovely little teaser for Chasenta's Tyranny coming next month. I'm soon to say coming this month because we're nearly into October. Very excited for all of that stuff. I hope that you are able to join us when that all kicks off on October 22nd. Is going to be the date that is starting. Friday, October 22nd. Do not miss out. And not even a week later, on the Thursday after that, the 28th, we will be diving back into Ravenloft for our Barovia and Beyond homebrew campaign. But that's not why we're here. We are here for Rime of the Frostmaiden. And as we jump in once more, let me say a massive thank you to those wonderful people at Sirenscape for providing an incredible array of music and sound effects for use in all of your games. Head over to Sirenscape.com for a free 30-day trial, and if you want to become a Super Siren subscriber and have all of their stuff in all of your games forever and ever, you can do that too. Now, they are not the only people producing fantabulous music and the like for your games. Hey, Janessa, good to see you. Also, there are the people that we rather enjoy over on YouTube. 3 channels in particular: Dark Fantasy Studio, Travis Savoy, and Epic Journey. Do give them a check out. As well as over on Patreon, the fabulous Will Savino, a prolific producer of music for all of your games and projects. Now, all of the information about those people is in our VODs, which are over on the YouTube channel over here. Do jump on. Hey, Play Dead Ali, it's good to see you. Now, you do head on over there to any of the VODs and get the links for all of those music channels and sources there, as well as links to our rather fabulous artist, Rime of the Frostmaiden Art. Who's that doing nice things? Hey, Jesse, thank you for the cheer. Oh, you're absolute legend. Thank you so much. Wow. I know. I get the pun. I'm a father of 4. I'm proficient in puns. Okay, now let me do this. Boom. Okay, it's not so fun when she's not here to get embarrassed and hide away. But the fabulous Emma is our artist for these beautiful portraits you see here. But what? Why is one missing, you say? Well, that's because Shadov is brand new to the campaign, and Shadov and I have seen the initial sketch for his character, and it looks rather fine. So I think we do not have to wait too much longer before we will be joined by another fabulous piece of Emma City Arts work. Do head on over to Twitter and give them a follow, and if you get the chance and catch them when their commissions are open, do get them in your games as well. We use them for this Frostmaiden game and our Barovia games as well, and we will enjoy seeing a new character over there as well next month. Anyway, let us jump back in here. I think that is everybody. Let me double check. I don't want to miss anybody. Oh, nothing. Yes, just those fine folks. All of you over there in chat, I see. Thank you very much. Lovely to have you here. But also the people in the VOD squad as well, catching up on those YouTube VODs whenever you have the chance. It is always a pleasure to have you along for the adventure. Now, that said, let us recap what was going on last time we were here. Awaking early in the morning, although it's barely recognizable as such because it's pitch black and driving snow outside, and the freezing temperatures makes it feel rather unpleasant and nighttime like all the time, except for that narrow window around about lunchtime in Icewind Dale here. And you woke up in the mead hall of Goodmead over there in the bottom center of the map. He said, trying to click on the OBS map, which is not going to work. And you awoke there and talked about Tuln's meeting with the head of intelligence for the Lord's Alliance, one interesting Seer and their milky-eyed pseudo-dragon, and you heard about the predicament that was befalling Tuln's birthplace, a secret laboratory in the Spine of the World mountains, which has been beset by an ogre warband that has cut them off at the head of their little valley in the mountains there. And one of the dwarven guards managed to escape and gets to Goodmead and help, implead you to be the help that they need and rescue them from this warring group of ogres, which has turned up here because outside this laboratory there is some kind of frost giant archaeological site, some burial mounds and massive standing monoliths looming up above the valley, which was the target of these ogres, it seems, and some giants that they're yelling rather boisterously about being on the way as well. Now, our good friends here, hey, hello CZ, welcome sir. Our good friends here had to head in that direction anyway because they had to deliver a psychic crystal to a crashed spaceship and little squiddly little tentacled gnome illithid things, and they went back to the crashed nautiloid that was in the mountains there. Some exciting things over D&D Celebration over the weekend. One of the cover arts, alternative covers, was teased by Mr. Perkins, and he revealed that one of the covers of one of the new books next year will feature Boo, the miniature giant space hamster. So everyone is getting very excited. Does it mean Spelljammer? Does it mean Planescape? Who can it be? We're not sure which is going to be, but one of those things is coming at us next year, which we're all very excited about. Now, they have been rather hinting towards Spelljammer here and there with crashed spaceships and the like knocking around. Although that was actually a callback to an old adventure back in Greyhawk days of a crashed spaceship that people made their way to. Reminds me of when I was out playing Fallout and things like that. Anyway, moving on. Let us continue talking here about what's going on as they visited this crashed spaceship and gave them what they needed for their repairs, and they were gifted with the marvelous gift of a space slug for Mammy to wear on her head whenever she so desires. And it is for all intents and purposes, a helm of telepathy to help her transition back to a world without telepathic abilities, as she once had with a symbiote that these little illithids removed for her at her request, I might add. And they left her brain where it was, I promise. Most of it. And anyway, as they left the ship and made their way into the mountains, looping around the river valley that took them towards this secret laboratory, they found the unfortunate remains of the other dwarven guard that had escaped and caused an avalanche, burying their ogre pursuers, but also catching himself and being killed by that same avalanche. But he was given a proper burial and his armor was retrieved to return to the dwarves up in the laboratory as you pushed on forward. And as you crested, I can do the official spiel here. Where you at? As you crested over... Oh, where are you? I had it ready and then I lost it. Fool of a took. Okay, there it is. Yes. As you raised up over the crest in the mountain pass, the massive peaks of the Spine of the World mountains opening up into a large gorge before you to the south, you caught your first glimpse of the siege site, nestled into the far southern end of the gorge, surrounded by walls of treacherous ice and snow. You also saw the Birthright Stones, these frost giant monoliths at the end of the valley. Even from the distance, the giant scale of the site is readily visible. These monoliths standing up to attention as high as 50 feet tall throughout the holy site. Quiet monuments to forgotten figures of the past. Just outside the choke point entrance to the site, there is a wide path littered with fallen ogre bodies and trails, which trailed north back towards you and descending down to their encampment, which is a bunch of crudely erected tents spread out about halfway through the gorge's length, with a larger tent dominating the middle of the encampment, and dozens of ogres visible, lumbering about the camp and causing a general ruckus. And I have some Sirenscape to play at you for just this. As the music fades out nicely. Thank you, Sirenscape. Rawr. Indeed. So, you find yourselves perched up on this rise, but just before it dips down into the gorge towards the ogre encampment. Who are you? Who are you playing, and where are they at right now? Shadov.
Gotta
I am
unmute.
Shadov,
There you go.
Lauren Drow of Vengeance. We are in the mountains. I'm looking at Tone's armor, but maybe we'll get that later. I thought we were gonna kill some ogres, but there's a lot of them, so we're just gonna
There's a lot of
not
them.
do that. But yeah, maybe we can find some artifacts for the space chicken. That'd be exciting.
Space chicken. Okay. It's quite the title. We see it's Gallus in this world, if you thank you very much. There are chickens as well. Just normal chickens.
Oh,
Gallus.
space Gallus.
There you go. Soyala, please.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I play Soyala, the Tabaxi Light Cleric. Right now, I'm just hoping that with this giant horde of ogres, we can save somebody. Hopefully, we're not too late. Yeah, I guess we'll see what's gonna happen.
We will. Okay, thank you very much. Tom.
Hello, I'm Josh, otherwise known as Taln. Well, right now I'm known as Taln. Taln is...
Sorry, Tom, let me pause you just to shout at Daffodilly. Daffodilly, this is completely unrelated to Rime of the Frostmaiden in any way whatsoever. Please stick around and watch if you have the time. Sorry, Daffodilly was worried for spoilers for their own campaign. Trust me. Purely homebrewed for the entirety of today, at the very least. Do not worry. Sorry, Tom.
Well, no problem. That's important news. However, I am Taln, the Frost-forged former dwarf brewmaster robot thing. He's quite anxious to explore and figure out a way to get these people out, but there's a lot of ogres. It's gonna be pretty tough. We're gonna have to figure something out, I guess.
Okay, I'm sure it will all be fine. Patch, if you could insert your own emotes there. I'm sure it will be fine. Mame, please.
Hello, my name's Sabrina. I play Mame, the Gloomstalker Ranger Gallus. And right now, Mame is just like quickly putting a note down, like Tolan when he was like doing the burial, like for Tolan, and he's just like, I see. Okay, so this is on the armor. Okay, the armor. Let's do that with the armor. I see. And she's just like quickly making them all that. Puts it away. Looks to the ogres and just is thinking about, okay, here we go again. Another situation like this. Let's see how we get through this.
Indeed. Okay, thank you, and we will jump right into things as we get going once more. We do not have any fancy maps and things. It's rather theatre of the mind for today, so I shall leave you on this beautiful map that we have of Icewind Dale. And I should shift it just a little so we can see where our players are. They are down here in the mountains as they peter out towards the area of 10 towns. If you can see that little diamond right there, that is the valley they find themselves tucked away in, deep in the foothills of the spine of the world. And they are just trying to figure out what they should do and how to deal with this problem that confronts them there. So, please, could you have a little chinwag here and decide what it is that you want to do? So, the sides of the gorge are quite sheer, right? You think, given enough time and the maybe proper equipment, if you were so lucky to have that with you, and a bit of luck as far as some dice go, you could make your way up above the rim of the gorge, all the way around to the back where the laboratory is hidden away, and then clamber down. It would very much, kind of expose you visually under normal circumstances, but as we are up here, plunged into the eternal night of the the Frostmaiden's never-ending winter, you think you could do that without being spotted. Or there are other options, of course, as well.
So they're like kind of above. We're going at an incline, going up.
You are up above. You're just like there's like a saddle feature at the entrance to this gorge. So you've kind of climbed up to the entrance of the gorge, but from here it goes down again. And then in that indentation between you and where the laboratory is, there's the ogre's camp spread out across the valley floor. And then towards the end, where the laboratory is, it starts to rise up again a little to the frost giant burial site.
It's like we're on top, and there's a ravine. And then the laboratory towards the other side.
Yeah. It's not, but not much of a rise on either end. Just a little. Sorry, Shadow, you broke up a bit there.
I mean, do we have any other options?
I
I have some rope. You guys have climbing boots.
Well, it's not exactly the best option, maybe.
There's about how many that we see, or we don't see them yet.
Cousins.
You're gonna take a while to actually look.
Yeah,
down.
I want to actually look. Try to stealthily look. If
Make
I
sure
can.
that she has the white sheet,
the cloak,
the camouflage.
the camouflage cloak.
Sir, my cloak. Here you go, Soya.
Where did she go? Disappeared. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that cloak is stained with blood and dirt and all sorts of stuff, but it's still sort of
The
like
ground
easy.
is stained with blood and dirt and all sorts of stuff. It blends
Blends
in.
right
It's fine.
in. Yeah.
Okay. So, Soyola, how close? You can choose, right? You can choose to do a couple of things here. It'll be a perception check. If from a safe distance with the conditions as they are, it'll be with disadvantage. Or you could get closer to get a better look and cancel the disadvantage, but there will need to be a stealth check involved.
I'm gonna probably just do the disadvantaged perception.
Okay.
We're gonna play it a little safe. Just want a decent head count. Alright, so that's a 12.
Just a 12? Okay. It's tricky to make them out, because, I mean, you're kind of looking at kind of silhouetted forms against campfires, and it's a bit tricky to figure out, who's who, and keep track of individuals as they're moving, clumping around the camp here. You see them sort of like just shifting gear around. A couple of them just kind of like wrestling in the center of clearing by the main campfire. Some others just kind of sat around like quaffing from a big barrel. Probably some kind of ale or something. Tearing at a couple of like goat legs that they've got. They've got some stuff roasting over one of the fires, and you're not sure, but it's definitely more than 20.
Got it. Alright, I'll report back to the group, take a couple steps back, and then, there's definitely quite a lot down there.
Well,
I thought this was just a smaller thing. I didn't realize.
Oh, you do also see some very large wolves down there as well.
loath though.
And wolves.
Oh, that does. No, I don't think that changes my answer. Loath though I am to mention it, I am something of an expert on this subject.
Avalanches?
Avalanches.
Okay.
Okay.
I was kind of thinking actually the same idea, but I'm not entirely sure how we want to do that. Like one on each side?
I think that would be Tone, like, take a look at it. I think that'd probably be necessary.
So 2 of us on one side, 2 of us on the other.
Well, I mean, if I could rig some sort of, like, device.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
we could only need, we might only need one person and the other 2 use the device to...
Yeah, and then catch whatever's left over.
How do we get to the laboratory if we have to go through the snow?
We'll worry about that one afterwards.
Yeah.
Hope you brought your snowshoes.
Shadov makes a very good point. It would definitely be a thing to do in retreat rather than before you go in.
So we could set up a device on this side. And I suspect I could devise some sort of timing mechanism, but that would really put us on a clock.
Let's just
Are you
sneak up the
suggesting
pass.
that we get in first and then blow it up, or what?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So like we set a device on this side that will trigger the avalanche on this side, and then we trigger the avalanche on the opposite side. Comes down together. We just go into the lab as it's starting to collapse.
And you're sealed in there forever.
You really want to blow something up.
Okay.
I thought the lab was on top.
Well, to be fair, I haven't
said it's
seen.
a very slight rise at either end.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just a very shallow basin.
How about we try to sneak around, with some ropes and I have, what is this? My inventory. A kitten?
Okay. I still like the idea of the avalanche, but maybe it comes after we sneak in.
And
So-
if it, I
I
can
vote sneak.
sneak
Um,
around.
So yeah, so one little extra piece of information for you, as you're
Yeah.
kind of like getting a look at the camp and having a see, you actually retreated back because there was a patrol. Okay, there was a patrol that was outside the camp in the valley itself, moving around the valley itself.
Closer
But,
to where we were, or further back towards the laboratory?
patrolling around the exterior of the whole encampment.
Yep, okay.
But it was one ogre and one of these large wolves, very large wolves, and they were not being stealthy in any way whatsoever.
Okay,
And
yeah,
with that-
I'll relay that to the others as well, that there is a patrol out.
And
Just
with
one.
With that, could you make an insight check for me?
Yes. $22.
Nice, yeah. You hid away from when they passed in your general direction, but then stayed watching them for a little while longer, and you have an exact idea of where they go and what the route is.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a good eye on that.
very insightful of you.
Yeah, It's what my cat eyes see.
Just trying to stay away from that elven eye stuff. It's biased. Right? It's not all owls have good eyes, obviously.
I mean, usually all cats have good eyesight too. Anyways, if we're sneaking around, what equipment do you all have? I'm not really the best at it,
I'm
but
literally made of metal.
yeah, I know. I don't think we're usually the stealthy type, or at least successfully.
We kind of lost our ruse, so I have a crowbar, a hammer, a pick, a miner's pick, a piton, some rope, a shovel, and 2 sickles.
Now, I think that given the time of day and your knowledge of the patrol, stealth is not really the concern, but that ridge is quite difficult to ascend to. It might be difficult to, get up there.
I could maybe fly up 15 feet, stick the piton and tie the rope around it, and y'all could use that as leverage to go across, maybe?
Sounds good. Let's try that.
If that flying feature is available for in that sense, for a Gallus, I'm checking my racial glide.
It's more when it's falling.
Falling. Okay.
Yeah, you can't really do a leap up.
It says wing flap. As a bonus action, you can use a powerful feathered arm to propel yourself upwards a distance equal to half of your movement speed.
Okay. So, excuse me.
So, my movement is 35 feet divided by 2 is 17 feet up in the air.
Okay.
As a bonus action or action.
Nice.
I could probably whip up some climbing tools real quick if we need them.
That'll probably be better than just me being like, oh, I'm gonna fly and then me failing to, and you just see a tumbling Gallus and going into the pit of ogres. So maybe that's a better option.
Avenge me.
Yeah, I
Actually,
think, didn't we all get climbing gear from when we went into the mountains in Kaer Konig or
is it
whatever?
on your character sheet?
I don't think I have it. No.
On my character sheet, I have a piton and some rope.
Just the one bit.
Yeah, I got the rope.
A pitiful pity.
Thought we had gotten climbing gear. Maybe not.
Thank you,
Maybe we
Daph.
were borrowing it from Kestrel.
I have 10.
Mame, you got inspiration.
Oh, thank you. I have 10 pitons. I could slowly but surely put them in, but
I
only
can-
up to 6.
I can very mechanically create artisan's tools, but I can do only one. It is an artisan's feature.
That's better than 0.
True.
There's an artificer's feature, creating tools from nothing.
So we'll give the tools to Mame, and she'll tie the rope together and make a path for us. Is that?
Or I could just fly, and if I do tumble, I could slowly glide down and hopefully stealth my way back up to y'all.
Now, one key thing that you do know about pitons is the requirements to hammer them into the rock.
Ah,
Okay.
is there a more silent form of not getting caught?
I'm just saying the avalanche isn't a bad idea.
Oh yeah, this is a very good idea.
I agree.
We
It's
can
like,
just figure out the climbing part later, or
even if we get to the lab, there is the issue of extracting them from the lab.
Indeed.
With
Now, Mame, you, as you're kind of talking about this and thinking about where you would climb and which would be the best side of the valley to go up and things, you kind of step away a little and look out across the valley, and you experience something, or you observe something rather strange. A bunch of the ogres are gathering in that central open area around near the biggest fire. And there's a lot of them are gathering there. And you just kind of curiously kind of keeping an eye on this as the conversation is going on behind you. And you see a space open up in the group of these huge creatures. And from everything you've read about ogres, they're a pretty wild bunch. They're prone to, very prone to quick anger and fighting amongst themselves and things. But all of these ogres are being very friendly is not the right word, but they're being very respectful, and they're all milling together, and there aren't any scuffles or anything breaking out. Then 2 of them, stripped to the waist, just go clumping into that central ring. And you see a few of these creatures that are larger than the other ones, seem to be some kind of leaders, are there. And one of them sat with one leg up over the on the arm of this like kind of chair in the opening of this main tent, in that massive tent in the center. Just kind of like lazily like raises his hand up. And these 2 that are clumped into the center turn, and something you've certainly never heard ogres doing or anything, they actually do some kind of crude salute to each other. And then they start wrestling. Now, in your experience, like if a fight kicked off, then everyone would jump in and everyone would want a piece of the action, and it would be just a general kind of tavern brawl would usually break out. But all of the other ogres stand back and keep their distance. Could you? Let me have a quick look here. Could you make me an insight check, please?
Only a 12.
That's okay, that's enough. As you see this kind of ritualistic fight taking place, you realize that there's some sort of code here. There's some sort of code of honor in play here when they're fighting each other in this style. And it's very unique and very rare. And as you continue to watch, you see one of them wins, manages to bludgeon the other one down to the ground, but then helps them up. And they do that strange kind of crude salute thing again, and then like go off to the sides, and another 2 jump in, and it continues in the same kind of vein. Very, very respectful, and there was no like sneak attack as the winner walked away from the loser or anything that you would expect to happen. And it definitely seems, if this is also an option. This is a very strange thing for ogres to be doing, and if they have this kind of code here, and if something were to be able to, if that was to be able to be used in any way as well, that's another option you decide.
Maybe if one of us were to go down and challenge these ogres to let us by, or maybe the biggest ogre to see if we can get by, and maybe they could respectfully let us through.
Is this when we tell Shadova about the initiation rites for joining the group?
Oh yes.
So Shadov.
Oh, by the way, John, I feel the homebrew with this. It reminds me of like the sumo thing, like the tournament that happened in one of the cities. Anyway,
Yes.
sorry. And so after looking at this and observing, I'm like, Shodo, and looking at Soyala and Ton, I think maybe these ogres are quite civilized in a way that is peculiar, in the way they're being really respectful of each other and having this sort of fighting tournament to test one's strength. Perhaps maybe.
So Yala, you saw them being a bit more normal, shall we say, outside of this ritual. They were scrapping and brawling with each other in other parts of the camp. Seems to be a very specific case.
Okay.
So, like in this central area over here, it looks like they're having a fighting tournament to test each other's strength and not beating each other bloody, but up to a point where they're defeating their opponent, and then the next round of fight happens. Maybe, perhaps, if we could make our way to this tournament and fight some of the ogres, we could maybe get our way through just by, a quick brawl one-on-one and go through.
I misunderstood that completely.
Oh. To be fair, though, the ogres nearby that weren't in the middle, they still seemed to hold their wild ways. So getting to that would be a little difficult, since they are in the center.
Perhaps if Never mind. I was gonna say if I could just like guise myself as an ogre, but I can only make myself 1 foot taller as I am only 4'9". I can only appear as 5'9", as a very small baby ogre, I guess. And but that is not a possible plan. But how about we just, be ourselves, be the ruffians that we are, just go for it, like our friend Mockingbird would do, and go and do this tournament. And
No, I think he would have just stabbed him.
probably, yeah. But anyway, so let's just say like we go and pass these ruffians and try to head toward the tournament and see what goes, like how it goes on. Maybe you could have a conversation with them. Does anyone know ogre? Orc?
No.
Oh, they don't speak. They speak giant. I know giant.
You know giant?
Yeah, there were some giants around my like
A
birthplace.
dwarf that knew giant speech. Interesting.
Well, yeah, either tell them to fuck off or they take your beer. You got 2 options. I learned to tell them to fuck off. In Dwarvish, obviously.
Yeah, they speak common. They speak common too.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So how about we just go down there, do a nice big challenge, and just stop dawdling around here and go for it. I'm probably sort of hangover from yesterday's ale because I don't really drink ale, but let's do this.
Yeah, Mommy's like, fight. It's like, what's
This
happening?
is exactly that meme that you just sent earlier about healers. I'm sorry to say, you guys just go down there and do that. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, we're deep in that light blue wedge.
All right. I propose we roll some dice, and whoever gets the highest roll chooses our action.
Okay. So avalanche.
Yep. We got
So
avalanche.
we have the scale cross
Okay.
or fight.
Or fight. All right. I'm rolling for sneak.
Just a D20. Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
Yeah,
Just it.
there are the camp isn't wall to wall. Yeah, you think you could sneak around as well.
Maybe we should just sneak around, but then again, the fight would be fun. But
I really want to see it.
I really want to see how that goes. But knowing my luck, it's probably gonna end bad, and Mom is gonna be able to stick in. Oh, D20. Okay.
I got a
I
13.
don't think it's gonna be my roll.
So how do I roll again? Is it /R?
// R 1d20.
Well, it's not gonna be the avalanche, I guess, because I got a.
Okay, fight. Here we
Fantastic.
go. It's 13.
Whoa. 13
Oh.
versus 13.
Okay.
Roll off.
All right, let's go
So what-
again.
So what did you say? Did you want to walk around or fight or sneak?
I was pro sneak. Sneak around
Pro
edge of
sneak.
camp or something,
As
like,
the
not
one
direct
as the one
engage.
who would be fighting. I would rather not.
I'm the best at sneaking. I should be going for sneaking, but I'm for a fight.
All right, roll off.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, jeez.
Well, you're gonna get
Oh.
10.
Ooh, 10.
16! We're fighting!
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go.
Now, in all my time studying giant, I've never heard of such a thing. Sounds interesting. Let's do it.
All right.
Mame,
lead the way.
Mame, your kind of studies into ancient cultures and various ritualistic combat situations such as this very situation would kind of lead you to think that some sort of parlay is going to be needed to offer the opportunities for the challenge to be issued. So, mechanically speaking, to go meta for a moment, you will have to pass a charisma check in order to stop them just straight up killing you. And that would give you enough time to offer the challenge. And then... So who is charismatic out of the four of you?
I've got a
You boy.
+5 to charisma.
+5.
Okay, well, that was both good.
Totally more
-1.
charismatic than you think. But no,
Oh,
not
what?
+5.
Okay.
I shouldn't be doing this. Mine's a -1. What the fuck am I doing?
That's why you think
You
it's a
just
good
wanted
idea.
to fight.
Okay. I think you just wanted to, close up observation of this ritualistic combat, for your own studies.
This is really strange. I'm wondering if this is really like a sumo off, like if they're just like battling each other to see
Now-
who's the best ogre. Like what's going on? I want to see.
There is perhaps another kind of angle to this as well, because it's not just your charisma. It's intimidation. How,
No.
how intimidating are you, Soyala?
Just intimidation. That's a +1.
Okay, Shadov,
Yeah.
you are more intimidating.
I am +3.
Yes, you have a +3. So your friends backing up here would be able to give you the assist action and give you advantage on that
Oh.
intimidation check. Hey, Marin.
Sacrifice the new guy.
Yeah, I realized I was looking
Great.
at my charisma saving throw earlier, and that
I
was.
was gonna say
+5.
+5 seems
Yeah.
very strong. So
Yeah,
you're
that was
Yeah, I think mine is only
saving throw.
+3.
secret bard.
If it was a saving throw, I would say do me, because I get advantage. So,
Yeah, the saving throws are much stronger because it's your proficiency. I think your proficiency is in there as well.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, and why am I doing this? My intimidation's a -1. I'm afraid of little chicken Gallus. What the fuck am I doing? And like mom is just like having like an internal turmoil, like my friends. But then I really want to see this. But then my friends and the new guy. What do I do? And then y'all are just seeing like mom is like muttering about herself, like what to do, even though
Okay, so Shadov.
It's okay, Mommy. We're probably gonna die anyway.
I want us to die though. I want to continue our journey on. Where this is just
Body is ready.
yeah.
okay.
I want
let's
to ask one thing.
Mm.
If the intimidation fails and they come charging at you, what happens?
You need a backup plan.
We should probably maybe beforehand should we set up the avalanche mechanisms beforehand just in case?
Oh, we are dead.
I can put up Beacon of Hope.
Okay, what's a beacon of hope? What's that?
It just allows me to like give out maximum healing when I do healing and advantage on
If,
death saving throws.
say by chance
No.
that should be necessary.
What am I doing with this?
Yeah.
I can activate Favor Foe and on the ogres and
If you're looking for a way to retreat as well, that could be a check there to find a decent way to beat defeat.
okay, so let's look around the area, see like if we do fail, what's the best option to get ourselves the hell out of here.
Okay, give me a survival check.
You sound like you're really wanting to do more of the stealth route.
I will roll survival really quick.
Okay.
You can
Like,
you can both roll. It's okay.
Oh, survival, the best thing I'm at.
Right.
19.
Okay. Yeah. You, with that roll, Mama, you find the perfect spot where there is a way to approach the camp where you'll be spotted from far away. So you'll have a time, you'll have time to do this intimidation check, before they get too close. And if it fails and they look like this, they're not even going to even think about stopping. There is a big tumble of broken rocks and some scrappy kind of trees clinging to the edge of the gorge, which would be a decent chance to escape and hide away.
Toln will
And do an avalanche.
Toln will get a rock and he'll tinker with it for a moment, draw a couple of runes on it really quick,
Okay.
and it will just start blinking. And he'll tuck it in his pack.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Alright, we're going down.
Let's go
Yeah,
down.
let's do
I'm
it.
getting ready to be as
Okay.
Who's gonna be the intimidating one, me or
It's just a blinking rock.
Shadow,
Shadow?
how are you planning to intimidate?
I'm gonna light up my sword. Show him the power of Bast and just start walking very menacingly up to the biggest ogre in the group. We're gonna prison rules.
Okay. You. That's what it's here. You hear a voice in your mind.
Oh boy.
All right. Well,
Hmm.
All right. So.
you only live once.
Hope
Okay.
you got the power of anime, because you don't got the power of God on your side.
Which of you? The sword still ignites, which is good.
Yeah, that's good.
Which of you, and in what way, are going to offer helping hand in this?
Toln has his flashing rock.
Yes.
That he is just going to brandish menacingly, as if it is some sort of triggered explosive rune,
Okay.
as he walks up
Like,
behind.
might be.
And I will offer.
It's just a flashing rock.
Okay.
I will offer him some inspiring words and give him an extra D4 on ability checks. So you can roll an extra D4.
What's that for?
So, by spending an action, you can give words of advice or encouragement, and inspire an ally, and you're able to see and hear you. This ally can roll a D4 and add a number to the roll to the next ability check, attack
Nice.
roll, or saving roll.
Nice,
So,
nice.
I believe in you. You're a new comrade. I feel like you're the most intimidating out of all of us because I'm the
Well.
least intimidating, and I feel
Okay.
it.
So we have this pulsing, threatening, explosive device. We have inspirational words ringing through Shadow's mind. Any kind of sacred guidance that might be going his way, Soyala? You have guidance, cast it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can that stack with the other thing?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, I will give, guidance, because that's the ability check one.
Yeah.
I didn't
Okay.
know if it stacked.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What
with
is it?
the
D4?
word of advice.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have 2 D4s
Yes.
plus
So you're rolling intimidation with advantage plus 2d4, and maybe an extra plus depending on Toln's ability to sound threatening with this explosive device. Actually, no, that'll be the assist action. Yeah. Okay. So
All right.
that's where the inspiration is coming from. The advantage is coming from. Okay, so you stride down, softly crunching in the snow, and do you call out to them, or how do you approach this?
No, we're just gonna keep walking.
The cool walk.
Yeah, we don't need words to be intimidating.
Okay, and as you make your way towards the camp, that patrol, Soyala, starts to come back round towards you, and you just hear this deep, throaty howl go up, like much like a wolf's cry, but much more kind of like bass to it than the normal wolves of the mountains here. It's just and goes up, and that is accompanied by the blast of a hunting horn, which the ogre also blows, and you hear even more roaring and grunting and elf in the tents, and you against the firelight that's just seeping between the breaks in the camp here, you see a wall of very meaty shadows, silhouettes coming in your direction, slowly gathering speed.
Who goes there? Who approaches our camp? Fresh meat! Fresh meat!
Shadov, the stage is
Oh,
yours,
I
sir.
thought there was Yo, okay.
Well, no, we're like still with you. Like,
Yeah, we're
I do.
behind
Oh.
you.
Yeah. You're just leading it.
Alright. Oh boy, oh man, words.
Shadov, this is your part.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Shit.
Call for a
Stop.
fight with their leader.
That's Paul.
Yummy! Fresh meat! All we had for dinner was a scrappy little goblin. Hardly any meat on him at all.
Hey, Scrappy.
You'll make a fine feast for our dinner if you don't let us pass.
Okay, so you do that as you bring your sword up.
Yes.
Okay, and the flames ignite, and all of them like they stop for a second, and you nice Scrappy. You need to make me an intimidation check with advantage plus 2d4.
Alright.
So if you want to use D&D Beyond, you can right click on it and it will give you the option to do advantage.
Hey, I got 15. Oh, what? Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can right click to do a disadvantage or advantage.
Okay, so 15 plus
15
2d4.
plus 2d4.
It was 15 with the advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Plus 6.
plus 6, so 21.
Okay, so yes, you shout out. So once more for me, what did you shout out?
If you don't cease and let us pass, you'll be our dinner.
Okay, they just take control of that thing. You had it. Ah, pissed myself. All right, you, come here. And just like they come just. Soyala, it's way more than 20. Much more than, and there's just the whole, like, it's like the camp is shifting and moving, it's just all these lumbering shapes just fan around you, and they just come and close in behind you, and you see those wolves for the first time, like up close, and with some of the firelight breaking through the massive group of bodies that's here, and these are terrifying. Yes, there are 54 of them actually. I secretly told chat there is actually 54 of them. And not all normal ogres either. And these massive things. Soyala, give me a nature check.
That is a 15.
15. Okay, yep, that's enough. These are winter wolves.
Okay.
These are winter
So they're gonna
wolves, so
be
that
really good in this weather.
yes, almost ideal for this situation here. Let me bring one over here.
So it's looking like our intimidation didn't quite intimidate them, it seems. How close are
Made
they
them
getting
stop.
to us?
No, it was the intimidation. Yeah, the intimidation was to actually make them pause for a second.
Okay.
5th edition is a. This is. Yeah, that was. It just gave them pause to actually stop and listen. They are actually. Oop, there they are. Look, he's a good boy. He's such a good boy. Okay. So yes.
I want to point my sword at the wolf and howl back.
So yes, these Arctic-dwelling winter wolves are as large as dire wolves, but with snow-white fur and pale blue eyes. Frost giants often use them as guards and hunting companions. And Soyala, with that you recognize them for what they are, and you know they have a breath weapon, much like dragons
Yeah.
do.
For ice.
Yes,
Yeah.
blasting ice and snow and cold, yeah. You actually, now that you're in the thick of them, right in the middle of all of these ogres and stuff, and you hear those voices, you actually notice the wolves are also laughing and joining in with this. And you hear the wolves as well. You better save some of that meat for us. And they're actually talking common as well.
What?
Okay, that's new.
Oh,
I think
dread.
the cult got to these ogres and wolves. You know that? Remember that cult guys that
Oh,
Or-
turning people to animals.
yeah.
Could be something.
That thought
Actually-
is slightly interrupted, Mame, as you were roughly shoved from behind.
Oi, shifted. Come on, time for a fight.
And the strange thing is, as soon as that ogre beside you says that, the one next to him is like, shh, shh, shh. That is friend.
You say?
So, yes, we're here to fight.
Then move. Strange walking armor.
I get that a lot, but yes, the pit's over there, right? That's the fighting pit.
Yeah, they're generally kind of just like this flow of massive bodies. It's just pushing you towards that. Now that you're down here, just the foul smell coming off all these tents is pretty pungent. Just the massive wall of unwashed ogres around you as well. There's a nasty kind of tint of like decaying food on the back end of it all, and you can just hear all these grunts and laughs and excited sounds of these ogres at this foolish tiny person who's going to try and attack and join in their ritual combat. The winds are whistling through the valley here, and there's a nasty biting cold to them, which is offset nicely by those big bonfires that they have going. And you, let's see here. Okay, so yes, you are led to that massive clearing in front of the biggest tent, and a very large ogre, which is clearly the one that's in charge of this group, this warband, steps out and confronts all of you, just like puts his arms over his chest. And Toln, you said you speak giant?
I do.
Okay. He so look here. And they ask, they're speaking. He's speaking in giant to the others. He's like, what's going on here? And the others are like, it's like this one's challenged. he thinks they're gonna win. And then he's like, he looks around. Just the one. And he switches into common. Just the one. Barely a fight. How about all of you?
All of us. That was
I
an
don't
I
know.
dread that decision, monster.
Oh, I think we'll take that deal. Yeah.
Okay then.
If we win, you are to all clear out.
Of your way? Yes.
Yes.
You will be allowed to continue on your way. You may pass on to the stones. But you must promise one thing.
Not kill every other ogre in this camp? I don't know, man.
You're funny. No. There is one rule. You must not speak of this. We do not talk of it. Any breaking of this rule
will be punished with this. And he reaches into the tent and he pulls out a massive iron-bound club. This is my fight club. I shall use it. Exactly this finished. Sorry, I had to. Excuse me. I'm done. Now, we are faced here with this ring of ogres lit by the firelight, snarling and leering at this meat, this dinner which for some reason is still moving around, still walking around on its various legs. Gallus drumsticks looking like they're particularly prized, Mame.
Oh, God.
And the four of you are shoved into the center of this ring. And the leader smacks his fight club on an iron shield in front of the tent. It rings out utterly, clang, clang, clang. Bring forth the fighters. And you see a very large ogre and his partner, one of the winter wolves, step forwards. Now, Fido, promise not to eat them before we separate it out for the clan. And the winter wolf turns. Do not call me that. And yes, I shall resist, despite this mouth-watering meal that stands before us. I tell you, have you ever heard the Dragonborn speaking of Rei To Shokuhin? You can just see. Thank you, Mommy. You can see the ice breath playing around his jaws. Sorry, it was asking his friend if he'd ever tasted the delights of frozen food, but in Draconic, which is Japanese for us. Right. So
Talon pulls out a potion and drinks it.
Noted.
What does it do? Let's find out.
Let's find out.
I gain a bonus to my AC.
Noted.
For 10 minutes.
Nice. Okay.
I would like to pull out an animal from my bag of tricks if that is okay.
Yeah, sure.
That is a 28. That
So
is a 1.
Mame's just like, haha, and just like reaches into the bag and pulls out.
Pulls out a weasel again. Hello again. I wanted a 7. I wanted a dire wolf or an elk. Why does it always give me this damn weasel? Sorry.
It's just a bag of weasels.
That little
I'm
known
done.
magic item.
He's a Weasley guy. I don't know.
Haha. Now, Mame,
Yeah,
there
weasel out
are
of this
3
one.
little fuzzy balls in there. And it is
I
coming to the
will-
end of the day.
You know what? Fuck it. Okay, 2 more. The weasel.
Fucking weasel again.
It's the elk!
Hey!
It's a giant elk! Okay, and then the last one. Okay, so I have a weasel, a giant elk, and please be a 7. Please be the wolf. I want a wolf. Please be a 7. It's a 7!
Oh my goodness, that's
It's a 7! It's a wolf! Oh my god, finally!
yeah, exactly. The 2
Fabulous.
things you wanted.
Fabulous.
Oh,
Hope
my
you don't
luck's
want any
gonna-
other rolls the rest of this time.
So I have a weasel, a dire wolf, and a giant elk by my side. And my luck's probably gonna go downhill from here, guys. But anyway, I'm done.
Okay.
Can I bless?
Just a moment, please. Let me just, Oh, wait, sorry, I'm on the wrong layer. Do this. Boop. Boop. These are not into scale. Don't worry.
That'd be a big fucking wolf.
I mean, it is a big fucking wolf, but not that big. There's a little Soyala. And where's the little Tone? There he is. I have a horrible confession, Shadov. I do not have a token for you yet.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Who's
So
Batman?
I'm gonna make you this assassin.
Oh, hey.
Hey, there you go. It's pretty cool, right? It's Drow. Not
Yeah.
Lauren and Drow. Hey everybody, welcome on in here. We are in the mountains up in Icewind Dale, and there is about to be a ritualistic combat, but we're not allowed to talk about it, between the ogre champion and his, I forgot the name of the thing. What's it called? Winterwolf, thank you.
Winterwolf?
Thank you, yes. The Winterwolf companion of his, and our good friends here, who are facing off against them. We're just going theatre of the mind. I just want to grab some tokens for initiative. Now, sorry, Mummy, once more. That was a
Weasel,
I mean-
dire wolf, and
Yes.
elk.
Nice. Ooh, with the direwolf growl in the background. Okay. Well, there's a dire troll. What's a dire troll? Sorry. It's the things you find in these little journeys through here. Okay, I'm going to make this available to you, Mame, so you can control it. Boom. Okay. Can you, where's it gone? Did it show up? Roll 20. Catch up. There he is.
Oh,
Rawr.
that's a big boy.
No, just... Hang on, whoa. No, he's a tiny boy. Wait, hold still. There you go. Okay. I'll put it over next to you. There you go. So that's yours. If you shift double click it, you can get the stat block for that, and that's all clickable. You can just use the names of the actions and things on there to click on that. And a giant elk, was it?
Yes. And you don't have to add the weasel.
Right. Okay, thanks for sticking with us, everyone. Just we get this set up here. Wasn't sure if this was going to happen or not. So, Mummy and Mummy. Do they all go on your turn, or what's the deal with that? Could you double check that for me?
See. Inventory. So, you can use an action to pull fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. When the object lands, it transforms into a creature you determine by rolling a d8. Consult the table with the corresponding bag's color. See monsters listings for the creature's statistics. The creature vanishes the next dawn, or when it's reduced to 0 HP. The creature is friendly to you and your companions, and it acts on your turn.
Okay, there we go. Noted. Boom. Okay, everyone get your initiatives in there if you would be so kind. Actually, what I'll do for you, Mame. Go away. There you go. I will get the initiative for your friendos. Actually, they go on yours, so it doesn't matter. I may as well take them out of there then. Okay. Shadov, what's yours?
6.
6. Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Do I have initiative or
No,
advantage?
no, afraid not. Oh, you have a crystal, yeah. Yeah, if you want to
Yeah,
use it. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Try that again here. Okay, 16.
Okay, better.
It's a little better.
Noted. And let's get our friends here. Winterwolf. Boom. Ooh, slow. Okay, and our ogre friend gets a... Where is he? Nice. Okay. Ooh, nice. That is... Okay. Faster than his friend. Boom. But not the fastest. Alright, so we are ready to roll here as you circling around each other. Soyala gets an advantage there. Thank you, Daisy. I hope you're feeling better. And Soyala, advantage for you. Inspiration for you. Let's say goodbye to Shadows. Sorry, buddy. Okay, right. So we are kicking things off here. Soyala, you are first. So,
All right.
Mami, do you quickly show them how to do the salute?
For the university. That
No, the one that was in the combat that you saw them doing.
was it this? Was it?
Yeah, it was just a rough kind of salute. Yeah, you quickly show everyone how to do it. It's just like
Okay, guys, do
face
do
palm.
this.
Group face palm. Okay,
Like this.
thank you.
All right.
So Yala, what do you do?
I'm gonna do my group bless, so level 2
Oh, right.
for the 4 of us. Because I don't actually know how bad this is going to be, but I'd rather be more prepared than not.
Absolutely.
So the 4 of us have a D4 to attack and saving throws. You have unlimited amount as I have it
Nice.
up.
Yeah, D4 every time, isn't it? Yep. That's concentration, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. I'm just going to put a concentration marker on you. And where are you at? There. Oh,
And I'll just kind of be more towards the back if there is wherever. I don't know if we're in a ring kind of a thing.
I'm just kind of in a clearing in the center of the
yeah.
camp. Yeah. Where's my concentration? Oh, she's that's it. Okay, thank you. That is that. And then this massive ogre, a special kind of spine of the world ogre, just comes lumbering forward. He's like, "Roar!" And he comes charging at you with his, let's see. Okay. He has a very interesting attack which I want to use first. He's gonna Shadova's the challenger, so he's gonna hurl something at you, Shadova. He reaches to the side and like flings something over, and it comes just kind of arcing over his shoulder in one long smooth action. And you see that he's holding onto the hair that is attached to a frozen head. And this frozen head, locked in this grimace of pain and fear, just comes hurtling through the air towards you. And that is going to be a 25. Does that
Oh
hit?
boy.
Yeah, that hits. That
Okay.
hits.
So that is...
Oh, that's magical armor.
Yep. And you can see he's got 3 more of these heads hanging off his belt. So that is 12 bludgeoning damage.
Is that all you got?
So 12 bludgeoning damage as this thing crashes into you and shatters on impact. And let's see here, Toln and Mame, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
You also get a D4
Yes, plus a d4.
Right,
because of saving throw.
they're dangerous. It is not gonna matter.
I got a nat 1.
Oh,
That's
you got
team.
him first. Let him fly.
6.
Okay, both of you are just shocked by this sudden hurled head, and as it impacts against Shadov, you hear him grunt as it smacks into his chest, and then it explodes, and ice fragments go hurtling out in all directions, and the 2 of you take 6 piercing damage from this ice shards that goes just flying out in all directions from where this head hits.
Oh well, didn't like that.
And he kind of circles around the edge, like with his arms out like a wrestler. You know, he's like circling around the edge of the firelight, and his friends are like, "Roar, roar," and they're just roaring in appreciation. And Shadov, it's your turn. Talon, you're on deck.
Ogres are humanoid,
Yes.
so I'm going to take out my glasses of charming. And
Actually, no, sorry, they're not humanoids. They're giants. Sorry.
said they were humanoid on
It's
Google.
too late for charming, my friend. Too. It's fighting time.
Okay.
But hang on. That's a good idea. I don't want to just. Let's make sure this is.
Let's intimidate them and then charm them.
Well, I mean,
Scaroused.
Charm person.
so.
Mhm.
Yeah, it says humanoid. They speak common, but they're not humanoid.
Let me double check for you.
Hey, there's a lot of creatures that are not humanoid this
Yeah,
week.
oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
All
Some
right.
good music.
Right? It's pretty epic.
Okay, you attempt to charm a humanoid that you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw. Does so with advantage. If you or your companions are fighting it, yeah, I'm afraid, my friend. Yeah, these will not count as that particular type of creature.
Well, shit. Time to start swinging.
In the stat block, thank you, Dissemis. But yeah, in the stat block, they're actually just giants, not giant king. But thank you.
Yeah, let's. Can I still dual wield? Is that a thing?
Say again, sorry.
Can I still dual wield? Or is that,
You have 2 attacks. Yes.
all right, let's go.
Attack.
Flint tongue longsword on the wolf.
Is the D4 on attacks too, Soyana?
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
so you
hey.
rush at the wolf.
Yeah, we're gonna charge the wolf.
Go for it.
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Fantastic. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. So, 10 plus 2d6.
Okay. We're doing kind of theatre of the mind, but do use the map that we have here just to kind of a general like location of where you are. So, Soyana, do you want to move yourself back? Because you said you were moving back, yeah?
Yeah.
And, oof. I'm gonna roll that again. I'm gonna use my luck and roll a second attack again.
Okay.
So the first attack was for 16.
16 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the 17 hits, right? So,
Yep. Mark off one of your uses of lucky.
okay. So 7 and
What kind of damage is that?
fire.
Ouch.
14 for the second one.
Okay. Nice.
So 30 damage total.
31. Yeah.
31.
Yeah,
Oh,
two
fantastic.
massive hits as you come just charging with your sword blazing up towards this wolf.
Wait, do I get the 2d4s too? Or
That's just to attack
hit,
roll,
yeah,
not
to-
damage.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Just to make sure you land the hit.
That's important.
Talon, your turn. So do you want to move yourself up there, Shadolf? Actually, can you? Sorry,
Yeah, I tried, but
my bad.
I can't control it.
Yeah, I got it.
Tone 2 is going to take a little step back,
Okay.
so that we're all spread off now. Spread out enough. And he will launch an acid arrow at the ogre.
Try that now, Shadolf. Okay, thank you, Tom. Go for it. There you
There's
go,
my
cool.
D4.
So go right up next to that. The ogre would have circled around this direction.
Oh,
good.
well, then I'll
15?
be here.
Okay. 15 to hit on the. Sorry, which one was it? The wolf or the ogre?
The ogre.
Okay. That misses, I'm afraid.
Can I use my advantage on that? Or my
Yes, you may. Yeah.
inspiration?
Well, no, because
Did you include the d4?
let's just say before I say
Oh, okay.
misses.
Yeah, I did include the D4.
Okay, so I'm afraid, he kind of ducks out the way. It just sticks into the shoulder of one of the people, like, watching from the side, just like...
Well, then he's having a much worse day than you described, because that is a very... not a weak spell.
Okay.
Wait. What? Sorry, I am out of practice, John.
No worries, mate.
I did not add any modifiers to that. So it was not a 15, it was in fact a 20.
Okay, that hits.
That's
It turns out that one in the crowd was actually the main fighter. He was pretending to be an onlooker. He's like, you found me!
that was just dice plus 4. Anyway, on hit, it's 4d4 plus 4. It's 15 acid damage.
Okay.
And he is now covered in acid.
Oof. That's not fun. Okay, 15 acid damage and covered in said acid.
For one turn.
Yuck. I put that on him. Okay, thank you. Noted. Sorry, folks. Let me give you a bit more center stage here. All right, Mame, and your zoo.
Yes, so I am going to attack this guy with my bow, and I am gonna use Zephyr Strike,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use Favorite Foe, which does require no action. And because I do Zephyr Strike, I get advantage on my first attack.
Nice.
Okay, so first let's see if I hit him. So this is first. Does a 26 hit?
It does indeed.
Okay. Now I do the damage 1d plus 3 plus 1d6 because of favored foe and plus 1d8 because of Zephyr Strike.
No worries. Just roll up.
Okay, so that's gonna be the damage from the longbow is a 9, and then that's plus, what did I say? 1d6, 1d8. Okay. 1d6, 1d8. I think I did that wrong.
You have to do them separate.
I mean, you can do.
Or you can do it with a plus, I think.
Yeah, it says right. Yeah, it's /R 1d6 plus 1d8.
D6. Where's my plus? Oh god, this Japanese keyboard. I'm going to do it separately. Sorry.
There
Nice.
you go.
So we'll keep the 6 then. And just roll a d8.
Okay. Okay. D8. Sorry. So, 1d8.
It's not one nut.
Okay. So the first
21.
D6 was a 6. Yes.
Yeah, so. Alright, thank you. So a total of 21 damage.
Yes. And then
Nice.
my zoo.
Mm-hmm. Shadov, get your inspiration back. Thank you,
hey.
from Aelin. Thank you, Aelin.
So this giant elk will charge 20 feet towards a target. So it will charge towards the wolf.
Okay.
And if it hits at the same time, it gets an extra 2 d6 damage. So
Okay, so if you
roll.
open its character sheets and click on Ram.
Ram.
Potent zoo.
That'll hit. 25. Yep, 25 hits. Okay,
Okay,
so roll
and-
me. That is 4d6 plus 4.
Oh god,
Hot
this
damn.
Nice.
Oh, cause potent.
Yeah.
4d6. Where is okay? And then just add 4 to whatever this is. 14 plus 4, 18.
Nice. Okay, it does not get the Winter Wolf does not get knocked over by the Ram attack,
Okay.
but it is
18
bloodied.
And then my next zoo character, my next Pokemon, will be the Dire Wolf.
I choose you.
I choose you. Dire Wolf, use Bite.
Against.
The wolf. Wolf against wolf.
Okay.
Wolf on wolf action, huh?
Does it flinch? Anybody that gets Pokemon references there?
Does 25... Is this a 24, 25? What is this?
Because it always automatically rolls with advantage in case you have it. So yeah, you take
Okay.
you take the first one. So 24 hits.
Okay. Let's see. Damage. What is this?
You can click on the name of the attack in the chat, on the right side. Click where it says bite.
Okay, bite.
There you go. Okay, so 19 and a strength saving throw.
Oh, hey.
Oh, okay, strong.
Oh.
Winter Wolf is strong. Okay, does not get
bad.
knocked prone, but that is a massive bite. 19 piercing damage. As your direwolf comes and charges in and tears a chunk out of this creature, and it's like, you traitor! And it is now on its last legs already, not just blooded.
But it is its turn.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He gets one swing in, you know.
Indeed. So, it is going to... Da-da-da-da. Okay. Yeah, it's going to turn towards... it sees you ordering these animals around, Mame. So it turns towards you, and also because Shadov is right there as well, it just goes... and just its breath attack just goes out, and I need the elk, Shadov, and Mame to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
So,
Come on,
Yep.
dodge.
You said dex
Oh.
saving throw, you do get a d4 to roll.
I-
Oh, hey.
I got nat 20.
Nat 20.
Natural 20,
And-
if you got them, let them fly, folks.
And let me check my elk. Please be safe, baby. Oh no. How do I do
That one
this?
does not get it.
Oh no. Okay.
No
How do I do
D4
it?
for the
Character
elk.
sheet.
Only 4 of us.
So I got a
Dex?
16.
Okay,
What did it roll?
22.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
All right. So all of you, it's kind of like a scene in the Matrix where all of you just like go, and just like all just go off in different directions. The elk goes off on its side as well, as it all diving out of the way of this breath attack. I believe it's probably just half damage still.
Oh.
Yes, it's half. No, it's cold damage. Is anyone resistant to cold?
I am. Because of my
I wish.
ring.
Okay. So 4d8.
That's half damage?
No, it's 4d8 will be halved.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, Jesus
It was
Christ.
4d8, not 48.
Not 48.
I that's what I had said before.
Oh, right. So halved for Shadov and the giant elk, quartered for Mame.
Quartered. Wow.
Yeah, 16.
Because it's
Chicken's
16,
got
22.
moves.
Okay, so it is 12 to Shadov, 12 to the elk, and 6 to Mame.
It's not 24.
This is not 25, in fact.
Mm.
Hey, dismissed you, a friend of Carney's. Always good to have Carney Sideshow people here. I recognize that emote. Ooh la la. For French friend Sylvie. Okay, so that is its turn as it desperately tries, and you just all matrix out of the way, and it's like just growls angrily. And Sayano, back around to you.
All right.
let the menagerie handle the wolf. and
Okay, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah, I'm gonna turn my attention towards the ogre and throw a guiding bolt. Just level 1.
Go for it.
26 hit.
Yeah, and it's 20 damage.
20 damage,
Nice.
and whoever attacks it next gets advantage on it.
Yes, indeed.
You're
All
fucking
right.
this ogre up.
So that'll probably be Shadov.
Noted. I don't have my
It
tokens
glows,
up here.
so it's like easier
Yeah,
to hit.
yeah, just like I think like a mark of Bahamut just like, is emblazoned across its chest, and it's like trying to shake it. It's like so scrape it off its chest. Okay, thank you. But it is its turn, and it turns angrily towards you, and it's like and just charges across the space in between you.
Okay.
And what's the deal with the acid, Tom?
End of its turn, it'll take 2 more.
Okay, thank
D4.
you.
And
So
then it will go away.
Soyala, a cleric friend of mine, does. It comes charging you. It has a long sword, a kind of ice
Okay.
blue long sword, which it swings up out of its scabbard, and it whistles through the air towards you. But only gets a 22. Is it 22
Oh,
hit?
yeah, it does.
Okay, just checking. And that is
Really hoping you're gonna say 18.
8.
Are you an armored cleric?
Oh, clerics have armor. They're combat clerics.
And I got a
Oh.
shield as well.
Yeah.
Ah,
8 plus 5, so 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it swings round for a second attack.
oof.
That is only a 16 though.
Does not
Hey.
hit. I got
Okay.
my shield up.
Yes. Yes. This massive, kind of blue shimmering sword. Okay, so yeah, you take that first damage. But that's
Yep.
the end of its turn. And Shadow.
4 acid.
Thank you. And that's gone,
If I
right?
move away from this
No,
wolf,
it's
he's
gone,
gonna
yes.
bite me. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'll kill it.
You can hit the wolf once, and then
Yeah. And then
For my concentration, what do I have to roll for that?
Oh yes. Give me a
That first.
Constitution saving throw.
Uh,
14. Yep.
Does a 16 work?
It's okay. It's
or-
DC. It's DC 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's DC 10 or half the damage, whichever's higher.
Okay.
And that was not more than 20. Okay. So yeah, Shadow, what you do?
I have to use another luck thing and
Remember, your first attack against it is advantage naturally.
But he's not fighting that at the moment.
Oh, right. Sorry.
yeah, okay.
No worries.
So 14 plus a D4 for the hit. And that's
Are
a
you-
14 hits.
You're attacking the wolf.
Yeah.
A 14. Does
Yeah.
hit,
plus,
yes.
plus a d4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
you have your D4.
Well, if it already hits, I don't need to roll it.
True. Just roll them
Be
together.
extra
Roll them
strong.
together at the start.
Is it? Can you do that? Okay, never mind. I am low rolling today. 10 plus 2d6.
It was already on its last legs. Tell me what happens. How do you kill
10
this
was enough?
winter wolf? Yep.
Alright. Well, after his horrible attack of icy doom, I bring my flaming sword through his mouth and cut his, what do you call that, a maw off, I guess?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you just lunge forward with the flames of vengeance, the flames of Bastet, just wreathed around the blade of your weapon, and you slash into the form of this winter wolf, and you cut it down, and with a last gurgling growl of anger and dismay, with little ice crystals coming out of the wound, it collapses down to the ground and is gone. And Tom Grimburn. Actually, you have 2 attacks, so you can now run over to the ogre if you wish.
Indeed, I will.
Okay.
So,
And attack with advantage.
fantastic.
Hey, Melody. Afraid so.
And 22.
Hits.
Smite him. Smite him.
Yeah, you got Divine Smite.
I was gonna compel duel. Think smite would be better?
Oh, I think smite would be better.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm,
So use a spell slot. Click off one of your spell slots, and it's an extra 2d8.
If you use a level 1.
It's level 1, yeah.
Your level 2 would be 3.
Whoops. Oof. So that's a 9 plus 4. So 13 on
What's-
the sword swing.
What are you rolling? What are you rolling?
I rolled for the flaming sword attack.
Where are you rolling that?
And D&D Beyond.
Yep. Okay, so that's the damage, right?
Yeah.
That's 9.
So 13
Yep. Okay.
on the
And
damage.
then roll 2d8 for divine smite.
Oh no, I want to do compelled duel.
Oh, you're doing the compelled duel. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with that?
Oh, Shadow.
He has to fight me, and if he doesn't, I think he gets disadvantage.
Okay.
Shadow, I see that you rolled only 2d6.
Yeah.
Your sword is d8 plus an extra 2d6.
Yeah, he's rolled the d8.
I did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a D10 even because I'm.
Yeah, double-handed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did not see that roll.
Yeah, it's in D&D.
Oh, okay.
It's slightly confusing because he's rolling in D&D Beyond and Roll20.
Got it.
All over the place. But yes, they are all in the right place. Okay, so that is 13 damage, and you are using the compelled duel.
Yeah.
Where is that? Is that
It's a bonus action.
bonus action?
It's a spell or an action? I
It's a
don't
spell.
remember. Okay.
I put the text and thing there.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah. I get a wisdom saving throw though. Do
Okay.
read it carefully because I need to know that kind of stuff.
I thought it was kind of a thing.
It's 14. Compelled duel. Did you mark off the spell slot?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And you marked off your luck for before, yeah?
Yes.
Thank you kindly. Nice. Okay, so yeah, I get a wisdom saving throw. It doesn't look particularly wise.
It's the
To
save.
resist this. Oh no, I got a 16. He is a wise mountain ogre.
What's the save?
Hmm?
It just says a wisdom saving throw. I don't know.
The DC is it's above your spells at the top of your spell
Your-
list.
Oh, it's versus me.
Yes.
Okay.
So your save DC is 14 at the moment.
Ah,
I got
well,
16,
yeah,
I'm
I'm not
afraid.
exactly wise.
He's like, I fight who I please. And that is that, but
It is
there is
just
the
living.
damage. 13. Okay, and Tom, Grim Brew with Mama and Vic.
We will launch a ray of sickness at him.
Okay, go for it.
We're gonna go ahead and use our inspiration
Noted.
instead of that natural one.
Oh boy.
Much better. Where's my D4?
Oh, nope. Wrong one. I'm trying to mock you with a natural one.
21.
That'll hit. How's everyone doing? Hope you're having a great day.
It's gonna be 15 up to. Can I do that with poison? Just need to double check. Yes, I can. It'll be 19 poison damage and a con save against poison.
Glad to hear it. 19. Okay. What's the DC? Oof, on his
15.
last legs.
Ooh.
Con save, where are you? It's probably a beefier boy than he is a wiser boy.
I imagine.
But I roll badly. It's only a 7.
So he is poisoned
Alright.
for one turn only.
Right, it's just disadvantage on attacks, right? And ability checks.
That's right.
Okay, I don't
Oh,
think he's going to get to see his next turn. Somehow.
Yeah, we have a lot of Pokemon too.
And he's like wailing, he's like looking around desperately at the rest of his warband, and all of them, they start to bang their shields together, just like they're like jum jum shh jum jum shh jum jum shh jum jum shh. And
They're not talking about this. They're not going to talk about it.
No, nobody talks about it. Okay, Mame.
What's going to happen when we win? They won't be able to talk about it.
So I cast the Zephyr Strike again, so I get an advantage on my first attack roll. I forgot last time I had a second attack roll, but anyway.
Yeah, watch this.
Okay, so my first attack will be does a 18 hit.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so that is gonna be my first attack will be 9 damage plus the D6 and D8.
Oh, he's dead.
Yep. He is indeed. Okay.
I wanna
see.
So that's plus 5, so that's 14 damage.
Nice. Okay.
And I had backup stuff plus my Pokemon. I mean my zoo.
Well, we may need them depending on what happens after this.
Right.
If they let us go peacefully or not.
Mark off your spell slots there. Okay. So, difference. Imagine, if you will, the scene here. Okay? As this ogre is flailing about themselves, trying to fend off all of the attacks coming from all directions, magical, flaming blades, everything just laying into it. It is roaring in anger, and as the scene kind of shifts over the ogre's shoulder, we see silhouetted against the massive bonfire the dark shape of a Gallus. And as we focus in on the Gallus, there is a shing of energy, magical energy that lights in their eye, and they suddenly start moving to the side quicker than anyone could have thought possible. Anyone thought they would ever see coming from a professor of Luskin University. As Mame's Zephyr Strike kicks in, and they move faster than the eye can follow. And as they do, the drawstring is drawn back to wherever their ear is. It's in there somewhere amongst those feathers, and the arrow magically appears in the bow. And Mame, finish this up here. How do we see this happen?
It's just doing that, like, all the anxiety that she had and still probably has is just like blown away, and she just says, "I am no coward," and releases the arrow.
Fantastic. Yes. Just with a flap of the wing, you just rise up off the ground and unleash the arrow, and it just streaks through, threading the needle between Shadov and the ogre's weapon as it's slowly swinging around in slow motion, arcing through the sky, that blue glint reflecting the firelight as it swings down towards Shadov with his flaming sword held before him, and the arrow just goes shook into the eye and through into the brain of the creature before disappearing, and with a thunderous crunch, the body ponderously teeters backwards and falls to the ground. And you are left here in the Ogre Warband's camp. As those ogres arrayed all around you look on in disbelief, surprised at these little morsels, this dinner that was waiting for them, just a little bit of kick left in them. But they were sure they were going to eat well. But their champion has been defeated. As Tuln gets inspiration. Thanks, Patch. And as you look around nervously at these tens and tens of ogres looming in the darkness around you, they all slowly stand and pull themselves upright as best they can, and to an ogre ponderously salute.
So Yala, it's like this.
And the leader
Shadov gets
stands in front of his camp, nodding at you, Shadov, and round at all of you.
Mighty warriors, you may pass without being eaten.
we got him down.
And as you slowly kind of uncertainly start moving away through the ranks, the ogres part, the growling winter wolves looking up at you.
You'll keep for another day.
As you make your way through the ranks and up the valley towards the massive monoliths and the standing stones at the end of the gorge, you make your way towards the Birthright Stones and the beleaguered dwarves and scientists of the hidden laboratory that you have come here to find.
Nice
As-
shooting, my man.
Yeah, please, yeah. There's a way to go. You can talk for a little bit before you get there. Definitely.
That went better than I expected. I say walking, and then like I beckon my direwolf and to follow me.
You're not riding one?
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna flap up and go on the elk. Like onward. But I'm still shaking that we managed through that.
Yeah.
Me too. I didn't even have to use this. Like.
Yeah, I definitely thought about hitting for an avalanche if we need, but that'd have been dangerous for us too.
Oh
At
well.
that point.
Just throws it over his shoulder.
Tom, don't you need that?
Oh, it was a bluff.
Oh, thank God. I thought he wanted to stop.
I told you guys like 3 or 4 times. It's just a blinking rock.
I didn't believe you.
I mean, you make a lot of things that do other intended effects than what you say they do.
That's when the rock explodes. That
As-
wasn't supposed to happen.
As you're talking and walking up the valley here, Mame goes silent all of a sudden as the full splendor of the archaeological site emerges out of the darkness. The Birthright Stones are as impressive as they are imposing. Tight clusters of 40-foot tall standing stones enclosing the southern end. A break between the clusters providing the only entrance to the grounds beyond. Over a dozen monoliths stand erect throughout the site. The shortest stones standing towards the south are 20 feet tall and growing progressively taller towards the north until they tower up at the entrance to a massive height of 50 feet. 2 of the largest standing stones in the corner of the site are partially buried in a large mound of fallen rock and snow, evidence of an avalanche that must have happened some time ago. The opposite corner is likewise covered in signs of a more recent avalanche, and 4 of the shorter monoliths have been knocked down by this fallen deluge. As you make your way through the stones, you see that it's guarded by exhausted, nervous, and slightly optimistic-looking dwarves in the same uniform as the ones that you met alive and dead before arriving here. They do not challenge you, and they stand to their sides with their crossbows held at their chests, just keeping an eye, but not threatening you in any way, as you walk between the massive stones towering on either side of you and into the main area of the site. Mame, you gasp as you get a proper look at the interior of this site here, as you see 3 immense and immeasurably old-looking sarcophagi built into the gorge wall that encloses the far south end of this holy site. One of the sarcophagi covers a massive stone slab, lies toppled on the ground, and looks somewhat like a boat, as if it's been pried from its resting place on the gorge wall. Another victim of an older avalanche, you surmise. The open sarcophagus contains a sheet of ice inside, with a giant-sized cavity, very notably in the center of the ice. Whatever was interred in the sarcophagus is gone, having been removed or having escaped some indeterminate time ago. The center of the site is occupied by a circle of stones built up to a height of 10 feet, measuring about 20 feet in diameter. Openings ring the outside of the stone circle, and from the burn marks all over it, it looks like it used to be a raised fire pit of giant-sized proportions. Huge steps made for giant feet descend 5 feet below ground level to a channel leading up to the circle. Taking positions around the site, huddled within the stone circle, are the bedraggled dwarves of the Frostbite platoon.
Well, as we're getting up to them, I do want to put up my hand and wave and say, we are here to help. There was a dwarf that came, or that gave a message.
Yes, I received the message. Dwarvish. Sorry, non-Dwarvish speakers.
One of the dwarfs comes over to you. Yeah, let me get the... Yeah, one of the dwarfs calls out to you. Where are we at? Come on, sorry. Jumping around the PDF here. Was it... Oh man, I just found the name. What was it? Sorry. I'm being dumb.
Should have carved that ogre up.
Perolodwick?
No, I was trying Amelia, right? Amelia Marblehead was the one.
Emilia.
Marblehead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perolodwick was the one that
good dwarf
died.
name.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Emilia made it to Goodmead to inform us of what happened, but...
One of the, a fairly young-looking dwarf, with slightly different insignia and stuff on their armor, calls out, Amelia! Amelia made it? What of her colleague? There were 2 of them.
Take the wrapped armor off of his back and gently set it on the ground.
She comes over and nods at you, and she slowly pulls back the covering, knowing what's inside already. And she's... A noble sacrifice.
He caused an avalanche so that Amelia could escape. And he was buried under.
So, and she looks up at you, and a very unprofessional look of concern in her eyes. Emilia's safe?
She's safe.
Oh, thank the gods.
She's in good mead.
She made it. And she sent you?
She sent us to help. I am the brewer of good mead. Candidate for speaker, but that's if we get back.
If.
If.
When?
When we get back, yes.
When we get back. I'm a pessimistic individual by nature. I died in an avalanche.
I'm Lieutenant Adrian Ogathoin. And this is the Flurry Squad. And the dwarves that are around the ruins nod at you, the ones that you can see. You must come and meet Captain Ezra. She's our superior officer.
Yes, I think that'd be a good idea.
I should have you know that, yeah, we only got here, but the ogres are all still down there. We just barely got in. But yes, I guess let's discuss what we can do, then.
Aye. Just a moment. Antig. Dion. Watch the approach. I don't know how this lot got through, but I'll debrief them. And we'll figure out what's going down at camp, and just you make sure none of them bastards come up here. And she stomps off towards an opening between... And you see that where the three sarcophagi are along the walls here, between the two gaps, between the outside ones and the center one, there are openings into the cliff face itself. The others are resting inside. Follow me. And she clumps across the site between the monoliths, and the rest of you looking up and around at this impressive, forgotten site from antiquity follow. And as you all duck between the sarcophagi, the massive looming stone shapes of these stone giants, these frost giants' last resting places, you duck out of the wind and out of the snow to the interior of Tuln's birthplace. And we shall stop there. Thank you, everybody. I'm so happy you chose to fight.
Birthplace.
Excellent stuff.
Well, the dice chose for us.
True. They know what's best. A massive thank you to all of my lovely players, as always, and all of you joining us. Thank you. It's been wonderful to have so many of you here. Thank you, I hope Play Nerd Allies has gone live, so we can indeed raid in their general direction. We shall certainly do that if they are going. A huge thanks to all of you for joining us today. Thank you, Yenti. Thank everyone who came on by. It's been a pleasure to have you all in chat. Always good to see you all. And we're rather thin on the ground at the moment with our various campaigns having come to a close, and we're not restarting any new ones until next month. But they are on the way. Yes, I'm sorry, Stormfell. We're just wrapping up. Bye, Isaiah. Thank you. I'm going to give you a invite to our followers Discord in your Twitch whispers. I'll do that after the session. Come on by and hang out. It's good. Nice chill place just to hang out and chat about stuff. Now, we will be back and going live once more Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, depending where you are in the world, as we dive back into the Underdark for our Out of the Abyss campaign. And then on Friday, Descent into Avernus is finished, but we do have a session because, and do come on by if you're able, because we will be doing the character generation for our next one-shot roulette game, our entirely randomly generated game. That is everything, the characters, the story, the plot points, the twists, the location, everything is rolled randomly, and our players are thrown into the thick of it, as am I. I have no idea what is going to happen, but we do the characters a little bit in advance to give them a chance to deal with some of the crazy builds that pop up, and you, our dear viewers, can help shape these bizarre characters with some dice rolls of your own. So do swing on by on Friday and join myself and Swag and Skeptic Llama as we put together a band of adventurers, a mighty band of adventurers to match the mighty band of players that you will see on our ending screen shortly. But we'll be joined by the fabulous Josh and Elle from Dreaded GM down in Australia, our good friends down there, because this is going to be happening next Thursday, which was our Curse of Strahd slot, and this is to commemorate our first massive raid from Dreaded GM himself, as way back when, over a year ago, we were raided by those wonderful, wonderful people who introduced us to a bunch of lots more wonderful people, and they will be joining us for that special occasion, as will Merrin, as will Patch, as will Michael from our channel here, and also our new friend Scarlett as well, the wonderful artist, and I hope you were able to see them in Quest Junkie's one-shot, the Dark Toe one-shot, Pirates to the Fore. It was a wonderful thing. Head on over there and check their VOD. Quest Junkies UK is there in chat. If you click on their name there, that will take you over to their channel. Do give them a follow. Fantastic folks, one and all. And you can check out that one-shot too. And see Scarlett in action, and then be prepared for whatever she throws at us next week as they're joining us as well. And then, let's think, what else is going on? Then we'll be doing an offline game in that Friday, because that'll be our session 0 for our new campaign, the Jacinta's Tyranny, which you saw a teaser for at the start of today. And I will play again as we leave for this evening. But until next time, be it in the Underdark or for that character generation, we very much look forward to seeing you all. I just feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm not. That's it. There's usually so much more.
Yeah, things ended.
It's so strange. But then we'll be back in Icewind Dale to see what lies in this hidden laboratory, Tuln's birthplace in the mountains here. And a massive shout out to CZ over there in chat as well, the fantastic sponsor of Jacinta's Tyranny and the creator of Jacinta's Tyranny, their first campaign. You can head on over to their homepage and check them out and see their first Kickstarter, which is in the run at the moment. A fantastic looking collection of encounters and maps and fantastic things that you can throw all together and join them all together as a campaign, or just throw them into your game where you see fit. Do head on over and check out that Kickstarter if you are able. I will have prompts for that properly next week, as they are kindly sponsoring our one-shot roulette game as well, with a copy of Encounters in the Feywild, just in time for a certain Wild Beyond the Witchlights, which came out last week. And you can get your chance to get your hands on that Encounters in the Feywild next time as we join on Thursday for that one-shot roulette. Details on the finishing screen as we say goodbye. But do stick around for the raid. I hope Play Nerd Allies has got things up and running so that we can go and invade our good friends over there, our rolling together stream team buddies. And we shall hopefully see you all again very soon. A massive thank you once more to my players, to all of you. But until next time, as we like to say around these parts, oyasumi nasai.
Oyasumi.
Bye.